Hi everyone, hope you're all well. In today's video, we are going to go over how to create a WordPress website using the WooCommerce Storefront theme. It's a really popular theme that's used especially for WooCommerce websites. It's really good for beginners as well. So in this video, we'll cover how to install WordPress on our computer locally, installing the theme, getting started with the theme, and then also looking at some hosting options for our website as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So the WooCommerce Storefront theme is the official WooCommerce theme developed and maintained by WooCommerce core team. It's free, it's open source, and it's designed to be very lightweight, customizable, and fast. Storefront is highly integrated with WooCommerce, which makes it the ideal choice for any online store. So there's deep integration with WooCommerce. It's a responsive design, customizable options, and easy to use. It's highly extensible, meaning that you can easily add new features and functionality to your store using extensions, and there's a wide variety of WooCommerce extensions available, so you can find the perfect ones to meet your needs. If you're looking for a free, customizable, and fast WooCommerce theme, then Storefront is probably the one for you. It's well supported, it's regularly updated, and it's secure as well. It's a great theme, it's perfect for any online store, and definitely something that I would recommend. In terms of WooCommerce's actual free themes, if you go onto their theme store and look for the free themes, they have 3 in total. They've got the original Storefront theme, but they also have a boutique and deli, which are also really good free WooCommerce themes as well that are highly customizable and integrated with WooCommerce. But in this video, we are just going to quickly go over the Storefront theme. So what we're going to do first is install WordPress locally on our computer, and then we'll go over how to install Storefront and get started with that. So whenever you are starting creating your WordPress website, you want to essentially create a local version of that website on your device. This means that you don't have to immediately start paying for hosting a website. If you're not ready to, you can build everything on your desktop or laptop and still be able to get the experience of what that site will look like without having to pay any hosting experience. And it also just means that it'll be easier to make edits to your website, as you're the only person that can access it as well. So while you're in the initial design stage, you want to think about setting up a local site on your computer, and the easiest way to do that is using Local by Flywheel, which is a local WordPress development tool, and it's basically designed to create, test, and deploy WordPress websites, and it's available for both Mac and Windows. It allows for easy setup, multiple environments, easy deployment, and advanced features as well, like the WP CLI support, root SSH access, and the ability to host swap PHP environments as well. It's really easy to download and install. What you want to do is go onto the website, you just want to click on download for free, and you just want to click on your platform. Again, it's on Mac, Windows, and Linux as well, but you just want to click on whichever software works for you, and then you just need to fill in your name, your organization type, and your work email, and then it'll automatically download. It's completely free. You just need to fill in those details, and then you can start with Local by Flywheel. So once you have your website, your Local by Flywheel downloaded and installed, it'll look something like this. So you'll have a section for local sites. So I already have this downloaded and a few sites set up. This will be 0 if you're just downloading this. And it's from here you can open your local sites. You can start them. You can connect to your host and deploy sites from here. They also have blueprints, and they also have some add-ons as well. In today's video, we're just going to focus on creating a new local website on your computer. So you just want to go into the local sites tab here, and you can see we've got some sites here, but you'll have 0 if you're just installing this. What you want to do is click on this plus button here and click on add local site. Now there's different ways to do this. You can create a new site, completely fresh WordPress install. We can create from a blueprint. So if you have a blueprint of sites with pre-installed elements and plugins and themes, you can create it from that. If you have an existing site to download, you can upload it as a zip file, and then you can have it that way as well. But we're just going to create a new site from the beginning. I'm just going to give it a site name, and you can give it advanced options as well, like where you want what you want the site domain to be and what you want the local site path to be, so where exactly all the files saved. I just want to click on continue. And what's really good about Local by Flywheel is that you can have custom like environments as well, so you can choose which version of PHP you want to do, which web server, what database. If you do preferred, it'll just use the most up-to-date versions of everything, but if you want to use a more custom version, you can. And then you just want to click on continue. You want to give it your WordPress username and password, and an email. Again, advanced options if you are a subdirectory or subdomain website, but we're just going to have a normal website, and you're just going to click add site. Then the website will then start creating files and just installing a WordPress local file on your computer. So now we have WooCommerce on WordPress on our local computer. We're going to start adding the WooCommerce theme. So if you go into Appearance, when you first install WordPress as a blanket install, it's going to install the latest default WordPress theme, which in this case is 2024. So to add the WooCommerce theme, we're going to click on Add New Theme, and you might be able to see it on this first page here. If not, you just want to go into the search theme and just look for Storefront. And it should come up in the search. If we go to Storefront here, and it's this one that we're looking for, so it's called Storefront, and it's by Automatic, which are the same people that made WooCommerce. And we're just going to install that, and we're going to activate it as well. So we have the Storefront theme activated, and you can see there's a few things that we can do. We can change like the widgets, we can change like the menus, for example, if we go into menus. As well, we've got a primary menu set up, header, background, Storefront, and we can edit the theme file editor as well. It's completely open source. We're just going to customize, and we're just going to go, and you can see it's laid out pretty typically. You've got sections for your header. You can change the background color, you can change the text color as well. In our footer section, we can change the background and the text color and the link color. We can change the general kind of background color. We can change the typography in terms of like the heading color, the text color, and the link color as well. The buttons, we can update the button color, and we can update the layout if you want a general kind of box layout or a more kind of wide set layout as well. We've got the menus, and we've got the widgets as well. So it's pretty basic. It does everything sort of out of the box. There's sections for additional CSS. As well, so you can get a bit more custom functionality as well, but you can change essentially the colors and the links as well, and then the WooCommerce products will fall in quite regularly as well. But it's quite easy to install, and it's quite easy to set up, and then from there, once you've set up the customization options, you just want to go ahead and add all of your products and watch that kind of populate, and the pages then you can build out with the Gutenberg editor as well. So let's talk about some of the pros of the WooCommerce Storefront theme. It's free and open source. It makes it really accessible, and it means if you're just getting started, there's not a lot of costs involved as well. It's designed to be very lightweight and fast. It has responsive design. It is customizable, and it's easy to use as well. There's deep integration with WooCommerce, so it's definitely, especially if you're a beginner, because you're not overloaded with lots of options. There's a lot that you can do with it as well, and you're not kind of overwhelmed at the amount of options that you have. You might have noticed, but with the WooCommerce Storefront themes, there are limited customization options out of the box. So if you compare it to something like Astra or Divi, there's not a lot of page building opportunities, and there's not a lot of deep customization options. It can be a good thing if you're just starting out and you just want to get used to, especially if you just want to get used to WordPress in the beginning as a CMS. But if you have a bit more of a customized feel in mind, if you really want to have more flexibility over your website, if you have a particular branding you want to follow, this might not be the theme for you, as it is a little bit limited. It may require premium extensions for additional features, and it's not as well suited for non-e-commerce websites. So it wouldn't be something that I would choose if you don't have an e-commerce website. So it's really mainly just for e-commerce websites. Overall, I think it's a great choice for any WooCommerce store owner. It's free, it's customizable, fast, well supported. The only real downside is that it may require premium extensions. If you need more advanced or customization options, you may want to consider a premium WooCommerce theme. But if you're just looking for something that's free, easy to use, and quite basic, then the Storefront is a perfect choice for you. So now that we have our website set up and we have all the customization options done, we now need to put our website live. So right now our website is on the local server on our device, and we just want to put it on a live server so that everyone in the world can essentially access our website. To do that, we need to pick a good hosting provider. So web hosting can be one of those things that's overlooked whenever you're building your website, but it's really important that you choose the best hosting for your WordPress website to improve your SEO, increase any sales, increase site performance, things like that. There's lots of different types of WordPress hosting options available, like free, shared, dedicated, and then there's also managed WordPress hosting. In this video, I'm going to show you I'm going to help you choose the best WordPress hosting for your website needs. So in terms of WordPress hosting requirements, WordPress itself is very lightweight and it's compatible with all good web hosting companies. The simple requirements that WordPress require are having a PHP version 7.4 or greater, a MySQL version 5.7 or greater, or Maria database version 10.3 or greater, and it has to have SSL support. Due to the popularity of WordPress, all the best web hosting companies come with an easy one-click install option for WordPress. Every WordPress hosting company that we have, or I've mentioned, offers sort of full support for running a WordPress site. So to get started, the first one we're going to go over is Bluehost. So you can see the Bluehost website here. Bluehost is one of the oldest web hosts around. Bluehost is also a really large brand name when it comes to WordPress hosting. You can see here that they've got even a dedicated section for their website hosting, managed hosting, things like that. With Bluehost, they're very good when it comes to making sure that if you have a website that you know will get a lot of traffic, it helps remove sort of any possibility of the website becoming slow due to that traffic. They're also have a 24/7 expert support. So if you ever need to either phone them, email them, live chat, it all comes within your hosting package as well. For small businesses, they are rated number 1. On top of that, they are offering sort of WordPress beginner users an exclusive 63% off discount or 70% off discount for new online store plans as well. And they also come with the free site builder with templates as well. You can see on the website, they've got different sort of pricing and plans. If you click into pricing and plans here, you can see what they kind of offer in terms of hosting, dedicated hosting for certain plans as well, and their online store. If you go into WordPress and click on WordPress hosting here, you can see a bit more as well. This is their kind of pricing plans for WordPress hosting, and you would pick one that basically suits your needs as well. So their billing cycles go for 12 months or 36 months, so you can switch between the toggles to see what you're paying for depending on what billing cycle you've selected. For 12 months, so like yearly, you've got the Basic Plus, Choice Plus, and Pro. With all of them apart from the Basic, you get free hosting. You get the hosting for an unlimited amount of websites. So with the Basic, you just get the hosting for one website, whereas if you have multiple, then maybe one of the Plus, Choice Plus, or Pro would be better. So you can see what they're ideal for it, though. So Plus is better for for small businesses. Then you've got one for growing businesses and one for high traffic blog and businesses as well. With the main differences between all of them, so obviously the number of websites that you can host with, and then you've got the different storage sizes for each of your websites. So depending on how big your site is, things like
websites with e-commerce built in onto it, high traffic, then you want to look at ones with a higher sort of gigabyte storage. If you have a basic sort of brochure build website, then the 10 GB storage should be enough. But again, the storage kind of depends on your own website needs. They all come with sort of custom themes, and they all come with a 24/7 customer support as well. In terms of the other things that they include, so all of them include the free domain for 1 year. So if you don't have a domain already, you can buy one through Bluehost, and the first year of that domain will be free, and then you would pay for the years after that. You get a free CDN included and a free SSL certificate as well. You also get, with the Choice Plus and the Pro, you get free domain privacy. And domain privacy is a service offered by quite a different number of domain registrars, but basically when a user buys privacy from a company, they replace the user's information in the whois document with the information of a forwarding service. It just adds a few more layers of protection against spamming, data theft, and like things like that. The other things that you get is free automated backup. This is within the Choice Plus and the Pro as well. And you can see with the Pro tools as well, you've got multi-site management. So if you have a multi-site, Bluehost do offer management for that specifically. You also get access to a staging site. If you feel like this is yours, some of your sites will have a need for that. If you're constantly making edits to your site, it's always better to kind of do them on a staging site and then push those edits live. And then you've got performance insights, and then you've got plugins collections as well with all of these. So depending on the size of your business and your budget, it might be that basic would be enough, or Choice Plus. Obviously, that's the one that's recommended. And also depending on what billing cycle you go for. So you've got the 12 months and you've got the 36 months. Obviously, with the 36 months, there is a little bit more savings in that. But it's up to you basically how you want to do all that. If you click on compare plans, you can see you've got a basic table view of what the differences between all of them are and what you're missing and what you're getting in terms of some of the payment plans as well. With Bluehost, it's really good because they have 24/7 WordPress hosting support. So if there is anything that's causing issues hosting-wise on your site, the Bluehost are on hand and equipped to give you any kind of support, and it's either by call or you can do a live chat. So it's really important, especially if hosting something that you're new to and you're not sure anything about that. It's important that the hosting provider that you choose is available and equipped to give you that support whenever you need it. Another really important feature of Bluehost is that not only does it have managed sort of WordPress hosting, it also has WooCommerce hosting. So sites that have WooCommerce, so any kind of e-commerce site, would require a bit more resources and maybe a bit more support as well, because there's just a lot more going on. So Bluehost have their own kind of plans as well for WooCommerce plugins and WooCommerce enabled sites. And you can see they go for 1 month, 12 months, or 6 months, 36 months. And you can see what you get with all of them as well. You get your top features, you get website analytics, you get more storage, which you would need if you're having orders being placed on your site constantly. You also get the free SSL and Yoast as well. Yoast being the SEO optimization plugin. And then you've also got extra things like product search and filtering that you can add to your website. You can also add things like wish lists and bookings and appointments as well to your website. Powered by YITH. So this is just a third-party plugin provider for WordPress, basically, that gives you additional features to enhance the WordPress on your site, or the WooCommerce on your site. Additional e-commerce features that you have are the daily backups. You've got automated WordPress updates, and you've got secure online payments and unlimited products. And then with the online store and the marketplace, you get basically multi-channel inventory, which means basically if you're wanting to sell not just on your website, but maybe you also want to sell on things like Amazon, Etsy, any other third-party platforms, the Bluehost, this plan here, the online store marketplace, will help you sort of sell across those stores as well. So if you know that that's something that is suitable for your website and something that you're wanting to do, then one of these plans with Bluehost might be the best option for you. What's also really good about Bluehost is that they have a blog and resource section as well. This isn't just for WordPress websites, but they've got blogs for any kinds of website that you're wanting to build, and how to optimize your site as well. So they've got a range of sort of resources that you can go through and improve your site in any way that you need to. And obviously, if there's any issues that you're having with any part of your hosting or on your site, the chat feature is just here. All you would need to do is just select the plan that you want and then pay for the plan, and then your site will be hosted essentially with Bluehost. And any issues, obviously, you've got the support chat to help you with that as well. Another hosting provider that's very popular and common for WordPress websites is SiteGround. SiteGround provide really unique sort of in-house WordPress speed and security solutions to make your site as fast as possible and as secure as possible. They have really good 24/7 customer support, which is why they're an official WordPress recommended hosting provider. With SiteGround, some other features include automatic WordPress updates, daily backups, free CDNs, free email, things like that. Free SSL, one-click staging. They also have Git version control as well, which is really popular with developers. All of that is all included with some of their plans on SiteGround. They also feature automatic updates as well. They also are one of the few companies that offer location-specific hosting. They've got 6 different data centers in the US, Europe, Asia, and Australia. So in terms of site speed, that's really good because they'll pick basically a server that's closest to where your website would be based. On top of this, they also have a 63% discount as well, or up to 75% ultra fast hosting as well. So to see their plans, all you want to do is go into SiteGround website, and you want to go into view plans as well. You can see they've got 3 different plans. They've got Startup, Grow Big, and Go Geek. All of them are offering 75% and a free domain as of right now. You can do, so some of them go for $2.99 a month, $4.99 a month, and $7.49 a month as well, which is slightly cheaper than the Bluehost hosting pricing as of now. Main difference between all of them is the number of websites. So both with the Grow Big and the Go Geek, you get the unlimited websites, so you can use this hosting for a different number of websites. Then you've got the actual web space, so you've got 10 GB, 20 GB, and 40 GB. So depending on which or what kind of website that you have, if you have a basic kind of brochure build website and it's only one website, then maybe the startup plan would work for you. Anything slightly bigger, if you get a lot of traffic as well on your websites, then you might want to go for the Grow Big or Go Geek. Those are the kind of main differences, but all of them include free domain, free SSL, daily backups, enhanced security, 30 days money back, and add collaborators. And some of the additional things that you can get, so for example with the Grow Big, you get the on-demand backup copies. So if you ever make a change to your website that you're not happy about, if you ever need a backup of a website, you get that. You can create a backup for first and then revert to that backup if you need to. So you can get up to 5 on-demand backups at a time with their Grow Big and their Grow Geek packages as well. And then you also get 30% faster PHP with the Go Big and the Go Geek, and you get staging as well with the Go Big. With the Go Geek, you get all of that. You get more web space, and you get more support for if you have more than a certain number, 400,000 visits a month. You get all the extras that you get with Go Geek, but then you also get compatibility with Git as well. So that can be really popular with some of the developers. And you can also white label clients, and that's basically when you register your client's account on the website. Your client won't see the SiteGround logo or name or anywhere, so you can provide sort of white label hosting and make it a bit more professional looking on the back end. So when your client logs in, they just see what they need to. You can get priority support. All of these include support, but with the priority support, they'll just get to you a bit faster. But they all include support. And then you also get sort of higher tier of resources. So this just means you get more resources applied to that website or to your hosting, and this can be good for bigger websites or websites that have e-commerce enabled onto them. And you get free private DNS. This just allows you to choose a custom domain name for your own web servers. and name servers. And it's nice because you can sort of brand yourself as if you host the site and not another third party. So it's a kind of a nice thing to have. Similar to Bluehost, so they do have the different site plans. But then it just depends on, your site type, how much support you'd need, how many resources you would need on your website. If you are someone that, if you do have e-commerce, I would go for one of the Grow Big. Better to go for Go Geek just so you get the more storage space, but you can go for these plans as well. If you click on compare hosting plans, you can see a little bit better what each of these offer. And then but you can always upgrade as well. If you go for the Grow Big and you realize actually you need a little bit more server space, and you want the private DNS or anything like that, then you just upgrade anytime you want, and then you can upgrade to that. You can also downgrade as well. So if you start off with Grow Big and you realize actually you're fine with just the basic, then you can always just go down as well. And then you can see sort of the different hosting plans as well. You can see they do specialize in WordPress hosting and they specialize in WooCommerce hosting. So both Bluehost and SiteGround are really good for if you do have those kinds of websites. Because then you can ensure you've got the appropriate number of resources allocated to each of those. And you've got if you ever need support, you've got capable and on-hand support to give you any information and advice, anything that you need. One of the drawbacks that SiteGround does have over compared to Bluehost is that it doesn't come with a free domain. So if you remember with Bluehost, you get a free domain if you were to purchase one of their plans for a year. So SiteGround doesn't do that, but it does have a lot of other good features like the customer support, one-click WordPress install. It does also have free website migration. So if you select one of their plans, you can see for a limited time they do have a free site transfer that they'll transfer the site for you for free at no cost. In terms of speed and performance, reliability, you want to make sure that you're picking a hosting provider that accommodates for that. And SiteGround does have a very good sort of performance time. The average load time is always under sort of 500 milliseconds and things like that. It just doesn't have the free domain, but it does have the free SSL, and you've got the free support as well. Similar to Bluehost, you can see that they also have their own kind of blogs as well, so you can stay updated with latest news, and it just kind of reassures you that these are a very kind of capable company that are up to date with the latest tech in terms of hosting as well. And you can read through all of these. If there's any of these that you want to implement, if there are any issues, you can always go back to their support and go for anything that they're suggesting. So it's good to know that this is sort of like a company that is trying to always be up to date with those kind of things. So similar to Bluehost, SiteGround also has that as well. If you go into their About Us, you can see the previous clients that they have, and just some testimonials, so you can see sort of who they're kind of hosting and who kind of recommends them to kind of give you a bit more peace of mind. And some success stories as well. So overall, SiteGround is also a very good kind of hosting provider that do offer specific hosting for their WordPress and WooCommerce users. So it's important that you find one of the hosting providers that are specific to that and can give you support and can give you all of the tools that you need in order to make a good and host a good kind of WordPress or WooCommerce website. Another slight downside of SiteGround is that there is limited storage. So their plans come with a fixed storage. If you look at their plans again, yeah, so there's a limited amount of storage that has, but their storage is quite large. So if you're just starting out, you're most likely not going to need that extra storage. You can see as well they've got different hosting plans for WooCommerce as well. Same kind of pricing and same kind of options, but they do come with e-commerce enabled, and they have different sort of options that way. Bluehost might slightly offer more different plugin options for WooCommerce website. If you go back to Bluehost website and go back to WooCommerce hosting, You can see they've got these kind of extra functionality if you wanted to add bookings and appointments, gift cards, wish lists. If you know those are the type of things that you're going to be adding or already have onto your website, then Bluehost might be a better option. But both are capable of managing and handling WooCommerce websites. It just depends on feature-wise. If you need anything extra, then maybe WooCommerce might be, or Bluehost might be a little bit better in that regard. But SiteGround is also capable as well. You just won't get the kind of extra things that Bluehost offer. But if you don't need those anyway, then it won't really matter. You can go with SiteGround, and it's still sort of a good option for you to have. The next option then is DreamHost. So DreamHost has been around for maybe 18 years, and it's known for making web hosting very kind of easy. You get your own kind of custom dashboard, and like SiteGround, you get one-click WordPress install. You get automatic WordPress updates, unlimited space, unlimited bandwidth, and free SSDs, which makes your site up to 200% faster. DreamHost powers over 1.5 million WordPress blogs and websites. They are also unofficially recommended WordPress hosting providers, just like SiteGround. They have similar sort of pros and cons of SiteGround and Bluehost. So if you go onto their website and you want to see their pricing, you just go into WordPress here, and then you just want to click on WordPress Basic. And you can see they've got pretty affordable WordPress hosting. They offer more billing cycles in SiteGround and definitely Bluehost, so that you can go for monthly, yearly, or 3 years, and you can see sort of the price plans as well. Obviously, the more the less reoccurring your billing cycle. So, for example, 3 years is going to come out as a lot cheaper. Their billing cycles and their hosting plans are split between sort of WordPress Starter and WordPress Unlimited. So this WordPress Starter is more for shared hosting with entry-level price for new sites, including WordPress. The main thing with the WordPress Starter is that it's only hosting for one website, whereas the WordPress Unlimited is for unlimited number of websites. And then you've also, for both of them, you got the free domain included. So that's something that's included with DreamHost, but not included, and SiteGround, but not included with Bluehost. You get the one-click WordPress install. In fact, WordPress is actually pre-installed, so you don't have to even worry about that. Free domain and free SSL for both types of plans, and you have automatically daily backups. And again, they've got the 3-year, 1-year, and monthly plan, so they're a bit more flexible with their price plan. They also have email as low as $1.67 per month. However, in SiteGround and Bluehost, it's free, so that's a bit of a con there. So there's no free email. But they also just have free automatic WordPress migrations as well, WordPress website builder, and things like that. You can sort of compare a bit more, and you can see a little bit more of what you get. Both of them, you get the 24/7 ticket support and live chat support. So you are talking to an actual person, and any issues that you're having, that's something that they can help you out with. Neither of them offer kind of like a priority support. So it's the same amount of support as all of them. Unless you go for the 3-year. And again, you get the phone support callbacks as well, live chat support, but there's no kind of priority support as well. But they do have a good sort of 24/7 ticket support system. They are kind of known for their great customer service. And just like SiteGround, it is an officially recommended WordPress hosting provider. So there is a lot about DreamHost that people kind of, love, and they're a good kind of reliable hosting platform to use. A lot of people who use DreamHost find it to be fast and reliable, and they have so far the most sort of flexible hosting plans in terms of the different billing cycles that they have, even though they only just offer 2. And they've got they're known for their friendly kind of customer support and very capable customer support. Similar to Bluehost and SiteGround, you can see they've got hosting for WordPress Basic, and they've also got hosting for WooCommerce, and they kind of guarantee sort of good uptime, extreme speed, one-click staging, on-demand backups, and 24/7 expert WordPress and WooCommerce support. So it's good to know that the support that they're offering is specific to WooCommerce and not just WordPress websites in general. You've got different sort of hosting plans, and again, they split between monthly and yearly. You've got Dreampress, Dreampress Plus, and Dreampress Pro. All of them is for the one WordPress website. They all have a free domain included, and you can see how many monthly visitors there are for. All of them have both of them have unmetered bandwidth, but then you've also got 120 GB SSD storage. So that's guaranteed to give you 200% faster performance. If you know you're a high capacity WooCommerce store, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of products, and you want to make sure that you get something that has a lot of speed, that offers a lot of speed. And yeah, all of them have the Jetpack also free and stored. So it's like a plugin to kind of help you monitor your performance and enhance it, everything as well. Then you've got unlimited CDN, one-click staging. Unlimited CDN is just for Dreampress Plus and Pro. You don't get it with the Dreampress, basic. But you get the unlimited email, and you also get sort of free automated WordPress migrations as well. So again, it's another hosting company that has specific hosting for WooCommerce. So if you are a WooCommerce website, then you want to make sure that the hosting that you're picking not only is separate and is more specific to WooCommerce website, but that the support that they offer is capable, and you are able to get good support and technical information if you ever need it. Unlike the SiteGround, is that it doesn't offer sort of multi-channel platforms. So if you wanted to sell to other platforms like Amazon or Etsy, things like that, they don't offer much support for that. So SiteGround might be better if you know that's something that you want to do. So the basic pros of DreamHost is that there are award-winning hosting. They're rated really high in surveys for the reliability and tech support. They do offer a money-back guarantee. So they offer a 97-day money-back guarantee. That means you can cancel your account within 97 days of signing up and get a full refund. There's free domain and privacy. So every DreamHost plan that you buy includes one free domain name registration plus domain privacy. So your contact information isn't made public on the website, on any website. The monthly billing, if you were to choose monthly billing includes no sort of setup fee. And then you've got automatically daily backups as well. So they back up your site daily. However, it's also recommended just for users to set up your own real-time sort of WordPress backups. So that's just using plugins like Updraft or WPL on migration, just so you have your own kind of backups as well. But it's good that there's a hosting company that provides daily backups anyway, so you have that on server support as well. Some of the cons, again, so there's no email. So DreamHost doesn't offer email accounts for the starter plan, at least. But you can get it for $165 a month, or use an external business email provider. The other thing that is their support isn't immediate. So DreamHost has set times for live chat support and an email-based ticket system. That means it can take you a little bit longer before you get a response. And compared to what SiteGround and Bluehost offer, it's that can be seen as quite a negative. In case there's any real issue, if you're not being seen to immediately, it can be quite frustrating. So it's really important that you know that if you are someone that kind of is new to hosting, doesn't have a lot of technical background, that you are picking a hosting provider that has 24/7 support and quick and fast hosting support. So if anything does go wrong, there is someone on hand to help you out with that. So yeah, that's one of the I would say major cons of DreamHost, is that it's not immediate. In terms of performance test, for speed and stress tests, DreamHost ranks quite highly. Again, with the Dreampress Pro, you get that 120 GB SSD, which guarantees 200% faster site speed times. The way their support and customer service works is they offer the 24/7 email support via ticket system. So you can open a request for support through your DreamHost account dashboard. But they also offer live chat support. But again, it's between the hours of 5:30 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. I think Pacific time. So it's not as 24/7 as their ticket and also the way other hosting providers would be. But you do get that option. You can also request a callback, but it comes with an additional kind of fee. The live chat and phone support can be useful for simple questions. But if anything with more complicated shows up, then users are kind of directly to open a support ticket anyway. A lot of reviews mention the quality of the support, though some reviewers are frustrated by not having access to immediate phone support. So if you're someone that you know will need to talk to someone or will need immediate phone support, then maybe DreamHost might not be the best option just because of that, but they do have dedicated hosting for WooCommerce and WordPress. They're very reliable in terms of speed and stress, so it is a good kind of platform to have. And again, it's an officially recommended WordPress hosting provider. Another popular WordPress hosting provider is Hostinger. They are slowly becoming well known in the WordPress hosting industry. They offer affordable hosting, 24/7 live chat support, and a good platform to host your website. Hostinger comes with one-click WordPress install, so similar to SiteGround, DreamHost, and Bluehost. And they come with managed automatic updates, enhanced security, free CDN, and things like that. WordPress speed acceleration and free site migration as well is something that's kind of being offered. Similar to SiteGround, they also offer geolocation-specific hosting with a choice of 7 data centers. So SiteGround had 6, Hostinger have 7. This includes data centers in the US, Europe, Asia, and South America. They are a very popular hosting provider. They serve over 29 million users in over 178 countries as well. So they are very popular and they are very sort of reliable as well. In terms of the web hosting plans, you can see that they offer 3 different support web hosting packages. However, unlike the previous hosting plans that we've seen, they only offer it per month as a monthly billing cycle and not so much as a yearly. So you can see you've got the single web hosting, premium web hosting, and business web hosting. So with the single, you just get hosting for one website, but both the premium and the business web hosting, you get it for over 100 websites, so just 100 websites. And the other differences between them is that the amount of storage that you get with them. So you get 50 GB, 100 GB, and 200 GB, depending on which plan that you get. Similar to SiteGround, so it can be an issue if they offer a limited amount of storage. However, they give you quite big amounts of storage, and if you're just starting out, you're not going to be needing so much storage anyway. So it is a good amount of storage, but it is limited. Then you've also got the free email, but that's only being offered if you get the premium or the business web hosting. All of them come with unlimited free SSL. They all come with managed WordPress hosting, WordPress acceleration. That's to help kind of speed up your site. They all have the website builder as well. Another good few pros that they have is that they all have Git access. The main differences between all of them, though, is just the number of websites, the unlimited database. Neither the web hosting or the single web hosting offer staging. Only the Pro offers staging as well. You can sort of see payment terms here. So they offer quite a lot of things, especially within their basic. Some things that might be a little bit frustrating is that there is only one email account. Other things that they have is weekly backups. They don't have daily backups unless you were to upgrade to the business web hosting, which can seem a bit of a risk. So you can obviously set up your own backups on your site if you use Updraft or all-in-one migration, things like that. However, the server itself will not back up your site every day. It will only back up every week. If you have the premium or the single web hosting plans. If you use the business, then they will do the daily backups. This can be seen as quite a big risk if you're only backing up your site once a week and you don't have any other backups. But they do offer that with the premium web or the business web hosting anyway. So the main pros, I think, for Hostinger would be that they, out of all of the hostings that we've seen so far, they offer the lowest price, albeit it is for monthly pricing only. They do have an offer for the first month, but then it goes back to $2.99 a month once you renew. They also have optimized performance. They are known for really great customer support. And the one-click WordPress install that's similarly offered to the other WordPress hosting providers that we've seen so far. They include a free domain as long as you pick one of the premium or the business hosting plans, and free SSL on all of their hosting plans. And a really good pro of Hostinger is that they offer the multiple data centers, so similar to SiteGround, where SiteGround has 6 data centers. Hostinger has about 7, so that would really help your speed and performance as well. The biggest con I would say is the no daily backups. I think unless you are also doing backups yourself on your site every day, it's a big risk to only be doing backups on a weekly basis if you're going for one of these 2 plans. Unlike the other WordPress hosting providers that we've seen so far, like Bluehost, SiteGround, and DreamHost, Hostinger only has sort of one set of hosting plans for all hosting or for all WordPress types. So even the e-commerce plans or even the e-commerce website would fall under one of these plans. So they don't have sort of anything specific to cater for e-commerce websites. But they do have sort of the free SSL and really good optimized performance. So it should be enough anyway for your hosting website, for hosting your website, your e-commerce website. However, if you are looking for something that caters a bit more to WooCommerce based sites, then it might be better to go for one of the other hosting providers that we've seen so far. All of the plans have the WordPress hosting for the multiple data centers. So I think the performance, in terms of performance, is still really good. Hostinger is a good hosting provider. It has reliable support and an excellent set of features. So with the plans, you get the single shared hosting plan that includes one website, one email account. It's good for up to approximately 1 or 10,000 monthly visits. But again, it doesn't include free domain name. It also doesn't include the unlimited bandwidth that the rest of the plans offer. Premium again just offers a bit more websites that allow you to host 100 email accounts, the SSD storage, and it does include the free domain name and free email and the unlimited bandwidth that the single WordPress doesn't offer. The rest of the plans are more the same. They just offer more of what's already been offered for the premium. The main plan features are the one-click WordPress install, the WordPress website acceleration, the free SSL, the Git access, and the Cloud-first CDN. They also have 24/7 live chat support, and also each plan gets you access to their custom hosting panel. The C panel is called the H panel, and all the common features that you'll find with the C panel hosting providers can be found in there. Hostinger provides 24/7 customer support via their live chat, but they don't offer any kind of phone support. Their technical support team are well trained, and they are available to help when it is needed. Their customer success team offers support in English to their global customers, but if you purchased your hosting via one of their local websites, then you have the option to get customer support in the local language as well, something that isn't offered with the other hosting providers. Their customer support team can be very responsive and almost immediate within the response time. A lot of reviews report good customer experience when interacting with the support team. And they're very sort of knowledgeable, and they have a lot of step-by-step tutorials themselves to answer very commonly asked user questions. Overall, the main pros of choosing Hostinger is that they have lower price plans. So it's good for people who may just who are just starting out and just want to test out whether or not a website would be good for them. They rank quite highly in performance. Considering the hosting and pricing, the performance and speed is really great, and they have really good customer service, which is a huge help for beginners. There are limitations in the plan. So there's like an entry-level hosting plan, low-level hosting plan. But as your website grows, you can always upgrade to cloud or VPS plans to get rid of those limitations as well. And the main con is that there's no daily backup. Their single and premium plans offer weekly backups. But again, it's always better to kind of make sure if you are using one of their basic plans that only offers weekly price hosting or weekly backups, then I would recommend installing a plugin like Updraft to make sure that you're getting daily updates, even though it is by yourself as well. But other than that, Hostinger is also a really good option if you did want to go over another hosting website as well. Another possible option to kind of get for WordPress hosting is HostGator. So HostGator hosts over sort of 10 million domains, and it's also one of the most popular web hosts in the industry. They offer the one-click WordPress installation, uptime guarantees, 24/7 support. So it is a good choice for a website owner. They are probably one of the best web hosting for businesses as well. So you can see they offer sort of WordPress hosting, and you can see the pricing plans here. So there's an offer currently, but they do have introductory offers as well. And they've got 3 different pricing plans for starter, standard, and business. With the starter plan, you only get 1 site to host. Standard plan, you get 2 sites, and then business plan, you get 3 sites. So unlike the other hosting providers we've seen, there's a smaller number of websites you can host with, even if you are paying for a more expensive plan. Their pricing is a little bit more expensive compared to the other plans we've seen so far. It's probably one of the highest ones that we've seen so far compared to the other hosting providers that we've seen. They all offer sort of backups as well, 1 GB, 2 GB, and 3 GB. If you click on all plans, you can see a bit more information. All of them, you get the free domain, you get the free email, and you can see how many visits per month each plan would kind of suit. Something that isn't offered by the other plans, by the other hosting providers, but is provided with HostGator, is the 500 Google Ad Spend Match Credit. So essentially, if you spend $500 on Google Ads, HostGator will match that and give you $500 worth of credit to spend on Google Ads. It's important to note that you need to spend the full $500 to get the $500 credit. But that is something, if you know you are going to be spending a lot on Google Ads, then HostGator might be a better option, because no other hosting provider that we've seen so far have offered that. They do offer the 99.9% uptime guarantee, one-click WordPress installs, and they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. I think the Hostinger was a bit longer, but they had 97 days, but 30 days is also a good amount to kind of see how you deal with the hosting and test out the customer service and things like that. To summarize, so HostGator is very reliable. They're very customer friendly hosting service, and their 24/7 customer support is reviewed as among one of the best. So it is a good sort of hosting provider for WordPress specific websites. So the pros would be sort of like they're very reliable hosting. It guarantees an uptime of 99.9%. So if you experience downtime below that, then you'll get back 1 month credit on your account. So they're very dedicated to making sure that your site is always up and running. They do offer a generous money-back guarantee, and they have flexible billing periods as well. So you can choose between monthly and yearly. Longer billing periods obviously will get you more savings. They also offer free migration as well. So HostGator offer free migration services with all their new accounts. Their team will kind of transfer your website for you at no extra cost during the first 30 days of signing up. So you don't have to worry about migrating your site either. The cons mainly would be that they are a higher monthly pricing than most. Their monthly pricing is quite higher. You can choose their annual plans, as they do offer the money back guarantee. But again, it's a lot higher than what we've seen so far. They also have a lot of upselling, so you might see additional services like automated backups, advanced functionality. Make sure they're unchecked. If you don't need them right away, you can always add them for later when you need them. Their plan includes shared hosting, VPS hosting, cloud hosting, reseller hosting, and dedicated hosting. They also offer hosting for other website builder and app platforms like Joomla and Magento, but their main offering is shared WordPress hosting, and it's where most users would be using their platform. The main good features is that they have the one install WordPress with one-click installer, free SSL, free email accounts, and 24/7 customer support, and the 99.9% uptime guarantee. So HostGator do offer a variety of hosting plans that fit all budgets and requirements, and they're also very user-friendly. It's important that a hosting provider that you pick has good customer service, which HostGator has. They have a lot of good reviews. They are slightly higher, but they do offer a lot for what they are selling for. So depending on your price point, there are lots of factors to consider. You need to consider what's most important to you. So if customer service is definitely something that's important, then you want to make sure you pick a hosting provider like Bluehost or SiteGround that are kind of known for their customer service, and they have 24/7 customer service, and whereas DreamHost has been known to be a little bit slow. If you like the idea of having a hosting provider to have multiple data centers, and something like SiteGround or Hostinger would be really good as well. It's a lot to kind of consider. As long as you know what's important to you, then you can sort of decipher between that which hosting plan would suit you the best, and you can kind of go from there. Top 3 choices would be the Bluehost, SiteGround, and DreamHost. They probably host quite a lot of WordPress website installs, and they offer a lot of support as well, albeit DreamHost is a little bit slower. But all of them are reliable, all of them have performed well, and all of them have good customer service in terms of very knowledgeable customer service, and very easy to kind of understand guides as well. So it's up to you kind of which hosting provider you want to go for, and what your limitations are, whether that's a budget thing, whether you don't need certain features, and whether you do need certain features. It's good to kind of see what each hosting platform offers, and then kind of go from there, which one that you prefer.
And that's a wrap on our video with the WooCommerce Storefront theme. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the section below. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to stay updated on all things tech and design, give us a follow and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one.